Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be working a little bit more on the Scarborough Fair track. I'm recording it on my Tascam recording machine, the DP32 SD, and I'm going to be going through some more of the instruments. So I'll probably show a little bit about how I use the Tascam and how it plugs in and stuff, its accessibility, its ease of use. So here we go. Okay, so the next track that I'm going to put in is going to be the bass track. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how basically you go about making sure a channel is assigned. See, you've got the screen here and it tells you the numbers with all the channels on, and then like these letters tell you which ones of these are assigned to those. So if I go on to assign, I'm going to use channel 8, so I just use the arrow button to go along to 8. It's actually already set on H, but you can change that. See, like I use A is for my microphones, I predominantly use that, and then I use H, and you've got at the back of the recording machine, I'll show you, you've got the inputs which are labeled F, G, there's H, and that one is connected to the wire that is connected to the bass guitar, and I use it for things like the mandolin and the guitar and the bass guitar, so any of those. And you've got your settings here, so you can just adjust how loud or quiet you want it to be. And then you've got your slider here, so I can just set the level, so like mix it in with the recording, the rest of the track. So let's go. Okay, so I'm all ready to go. I'm set up. I've got my drum and guitar track from the other day, so I'm just going to play the bass along with those tracks from the other day, and I can hear them through my headphones. So I'm just going to record the bass track and away we go. Next thing I'm going to do is the same with the other instruments. So immediately I'm definitely going to put some mandolin in there, so that's next. So one thing I thought that was worth mentioning with the Tascam 32 is that it's got a tuner built into the actual unit itself. So I've just gone and got my mandolin, and it does need a tuning before I start playing. Here we have like the main screen, so it's dead easy to use. You just go on to menu, then you can see the arrow buttons, go on to tuner, then press F4, and then you're on the tuner function. So then my mandolin is just plugged in already, so you do have to have it plugged in for this to work, but it's a good little extra function to have, so you can just tune on my strings and make sure I'm all ready to go. There we go. So yeah, I'm gonna give that a tune, and then we'll get back on. Okay, so now I'm ready to start recording the mandolin track. So okay, so like I said, I was going to use some keyboard sounds. I've been looking for the right sort of keyboard sound to give the track just a little bit of more ethereal feel to it. So this is the keyboard that I've got. It's a Yamaha. I've had this for like well over 20 years now, but it's a great keyboard, and it's stood me in good stead over the years. Now, playing around with the sounds, I actually had a look at the sounds, which were these ones, the 127 onwards, the G light XG Light sounds. So I already know what I've been looking for. So it's the 130 Dream Sound. So if you're doing stuff like this, then it's very, very important to write down what it is exactly that you're using, and make sure so when you go back to it you don't lose your sounds, because I've done that before. Okay, so as I said before, this is plugged in to the machine on the A. Let's have a look. A input. Using the A, which is connected from this wire, and we've got it connected to a bit of a mixer there. So we've got the vocal and the keyboard are plugged in on here, so I've got a little bit more control with the volume and also with adding things like reverb. So that's on, I'm using track 4, so I've pressed record on there. Make sure it's not too loud. Okay, so now we're ready to record. Okay, so the next bit that I'm thinking about doing now is how I'm going to go about doing the violin solo. But I'm just going to have a little listen through how everything's sort of coming on, and you can see with all the tracks. So we've got the drums, the bass, and then the mandolin, the DAC guitar, and then of course this nice ethereal sound with the keyboard just going over it. Just love that. So we've got a couple of verses, and then I'm going to have my first violin solo, and then a couple more verses, and then I'm going to have a key change. Now the beauty of having the Tascam 32 is I've got more channels, so I can use those extra channels to, like, especially with the DAC guitar, I can just do the key change, put the capo up, and then do the key change that way. That's a little bit later on. Okay, so I'm going to get ready for this first violin solo. Beauties of recording with the Tascam machine, it's got so many channels, so I've got a little bit more room to be more creative. So the key change I do for like the last part of the song is I can just open up another channel, which I've got this onto channel 5 now for the guitar, and then I've just whipped a capo onto the DAC, and then I don't have to learn a whole new load of shapes for guitar chords. So I'm just ready to go. So. So that's all I'm going to be doing for today. I'm happy with everything they've done with the violin and the keyboard and the guitar and the vocals, but I think next time I come to this piece I'm going to work on a little bit more with the backing vocals and some vocal effects, so that'll be coming up in the next video. So please feel free to post your comments in the comments below, and like and subscribe, especially like, because then more people will be directed to this video, and I'll see you soon. Bye.